Hello, welcome to my channel. This video is going to be my winter TBR. Even though my room is definitely decorated for Christmas, as you can see, this is not going to be just Christmas books because it's my winter TBR. So essentially it's my December, January and February TBR. So even though I'm going to have a lot of Christmas books, it's not going to be just Christmas books. I don't have a lot of physical ones. I have only 6. There's definitely like a lot of books that I'm going to be reading on my Kindle or listening to audiobooks. So yeah, we have 18 books to talk about. First one is going to be From Look Up With Love by Mariana Zapata. This is a very popular book. I really want to read more Mariana Zapata. I have read only one book and that was The Wool of Winnipeg and Me, and I really enjoyed it, but for some reason it didn't really stick with me. I gave it 4.5 stars, but I don't know if they're 100% my cup of tea. They don't even touch hands until the last 50 pages. I don't know if that's 100% for me, but I have heard amazing things for this one. And obviously this is about ice skating. Is it about 2 ice skaters? Yeah, I think that it's about 2 ice skaters and they are enemies to lovers, and I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. And also it's not as big as The Wool of Winnipeg and Me, and I would like to eventually read every single Mariana Zapata book out there because I'm just curious. I don't know what it's about them because, like I said, I like The Wool of Winnipeg and Me, but it didn't really stick with me. I never think about that book, but at the same time I'm still really intrigued with her books and I really want to read them. So I don't know what is going on there. I don't think that she's ever going to be my favorite author, but at the same time I have only read one book. Hopefully I'm gonna like this one a bit more. So this is the first book. The second book is The Best Christmas Choir Ever, and I have actually kind of already started reading this, actually listening to it. This is a second chance romance, and a female main character comes back to her hometown in order to help her grandmother, and there she runs into an old summer fling that she had, and then they end up forming this choir in this elderly home in order to go to the competition. So they have to work together and it's really fun so far. I love reading about elderly people in holiday books. I think that is just so wholesome and so cozy, and in general this book is so wholesome and so cozy. Like having a Christmas choir talking about snow, elderly people, they're going in these Christmas markets, and it's so fun and it's definitely like getting me in the Christmas period. So that's the second book and so far I'm really liking it. Then I have Kiss Her Once for Me by Alison Cochran. I think that this is a Christmas book. Yeah, it says like Christmas Eve in the back. It's the best time of the year. It's definitely like a Christmas book. I have read The Charm Offensive and Here We Go Again by this author. I liked The Charm Offensive. I loved Here We Go Again. I gave it 5 stars and that was a sapphic romance. So this is also a sapphic romance. So I'm hoping that I'm also gonna really like it. This is the second book that she published and I have been waiting for Christmas to come because obviously I cannot read a Christmas book when it's not Christmas. This is about Ellie and she's working at this coffee shop and her boss for some reason proposes a fake engagement. I don't know exactly why he does that, but I'm gonna find out. She goes along with it and then she ends up meeting his family, and his sister is an old crush that Ellie had. That sounds so fun, like being in a fake relationship with one person and then falling in love with his sister, his brother, something else, like a relative. I feel like that sounds really interesting. I have read some books like that and I have really enjoyed it, so I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm hoping that this might be another 5-star book. So this is the third book. And then another Christmas book is Acting Mary by Martha Keyes. This was actually on my November TBR. This is a bit on the shorter side, which I think that it's perfect for a Christmas book, and it's a fake dating book, which I'm really excited because I feel like I haven't read a fake dating book in a while. I have been a bit on a reading slump. I feel like this year I haven't been doing great reading wise because I have so much anxiety and stress in my life, but like I haven't picked up another fake dating book. I feel like there hasn't been one that has been really popular or really exciting, so I'm really excited about this one. So that's the fourth book. I think that it's just about her coming back to her hometown and needing a guy to sort of fake date with, which is always so fun. Another Christmas book is My December Darling by Lauren Usher. This is a novella and it came out last year, right? I'm pretty sure that it came out last year, and I'm curious about it because I have seen so many people talking about it, but I never understood what it's about. I know that it's about a vet. I think one of them is a vet and the other one is like a nurse for that vet. Every single time that I hear people talking about it, I just never understand what is going on. Lauren Usher in general has been kind of hit or miss for me. Not in a bad way necessarily, it's just I like her books but they never really stick with me. I have read 6 books from her and only 2 of them have been really amazing and books that I really think about. I'm hoping that I'm gonna like this one. I usually like reading about a vet or a nurse, so I'm hoping that I'm gonna like it. Fingers crossed. Then I have Gloves Off by Stephanie Archer. This is the 4th book in the Vancouver Storm series. I have read the first 3, obviously, and this is actually the biggest one. She's thick. This was released this year, and there's another book coming out, I want to say spring of 2026, and I really want to read that. I need to read this one first, and I'm really excited about it because this is rivals to lovers. We see them in the 3rd book, which is The Wingman, and the banter that they had in that book is so good. And we also spend, I would say, a lot of time with the female main character of this book, so I'm really excited to see her because I enjoyed her character so much, and I really want to see how it's done. I have heard mostly positive things, but I have heard a couple of negative things. I'm hoping that I'm actually gonna really like it because this, with how it sounds, has the potential to be 5 stars for me. It's a rivals to lovers. The banter is amazing. I love the female main character because she's sort of like a badass, and I'm really excited about this one. And the reason why I put it on my winter TBR is because it's about hockey, and I feel like that's just a winter sport. And then I have A Cozy Holiday by Kels and Denise Stone. This is an author duo that I read their first book, which was Water Under the Bridge, I think. I didn't like that book. I really hated it actually, and that's why I didn't continue with the series. So far I think that it's like a 5-book series, so I'm actually glad that I didn't continue it since I didn't like the first one. But this is a new book, and it's, you know, on its own. It's not part of a series, and if you hear the description of this book, you're gonna understand why I'm so excited about this and why it's making me want to give these authors a second chance. So we have a female main character, Joy. She's a vet, and she walks in on her boyfriend having spicy time with another person. So she decides that, you know what, I'm just gonna go in this small town over the city. I just want to get away. And there she meets our grumpy male main character, who is a single dad. Are you joking? I have said this in the past. I love when the book starts with the female main character walking in on her partner with someone else. The whole her going from one of the worst things that can happen when you're in a relationship to having, at the end of the book, a relationship that is amazing. It's so good, and it gets me every single time. Then we have big city girl going to small town, another thing that I love. And then over there she runs into a single dad who is also grumpy. What else could you want? And to just top it all off, she's a vet. Like I said, I love reading about vets. This book has a potential to be one of my all-time favorite Christmas books, and I'm so excited about it. Feels like it was written just for me. Then another book that I have been really wanting to pick up for the past year is Snowed Under by Juliana Smith. This is the 2nd book in the Aspen Peck series. I read the first book, which is Baggage Claim, I think, and I really enjoyed it. I really liked the writing. It was so easy to read. I loved the actual story of it. It's definitely one of my favorite holiday romances that I have ever read. So I'm hoping that I'm really gonna like this one. It's about a side character of the first book. I'm pretty sure that it's about the best friend of the male main character in the first book. Obviously we saw him a lot in Baggage Claim, and he was a very funny character. He was a very kind of like playboy sort of character, so I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here. And it's also a single mom romance, so that's gonna be exciting. And Baggage Claim gave me all of the winter feelings because obviously it takes place in Aspen, so it's full of snow. There's so much skiing, snowboarding going on, and I really enjoyed the wintry feel of it, so I'm really excited about this one. Then a book I'm not really sure about is In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. This is a book that came out, I don't actually know when, but it definitely came out a long time ago. So it's a Christina Lauren book, which I have read a bunch of their books, but personally I have found that I like their newer books. Their old ones, I don't love them. I'm the person that doesn't like Love in Other Words. I don't like The Unhoneymooners. I don't like Joss and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating, I think it's called. The books that I like from them are their newer ones. So I like The Paradise Problem, I like The Soulmate Equation, The True Love Experiment. Those are the books that I like. So I'm kind of on the fence about this book because it's one of their older books, so the chances of me not liking it are a bit higher. And also it has the whole Groundhog Day trope genre, whatever you want to call it. What that is the main character essentially lives the same day over and over again, and I have heard people saying that that trope is very repetitive, which makes sense because obviously you're seeing the same day again and again. So I don't know how I'm gonna feel about it. I do want to try it because I haven't read anything without trope in the past, so I'm curious about it. And also I feel like it's one of the classic holiday romances that everyone always thinks about when they're thinking about holiday romances. romance. So I don't want to try it. I'm probably going to be listening to the audiobook because I think reading it would really make me feel like it's repetitive. So we'll see how I will feel about it. Hopefully I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna enjoy it. Putting it on my winter TBR just because it is a very popular Christmas book. Then I have another sapphic romance. I have a lot of sapphic romances because I love them, first of all, and secondly, I think I always overlook them because for some reason people are not talking about them as much. The very popular books are usually just male and female. So we have Written in the Stars by Alexandria Bellafleur. This is the first book in a trilogy. I have read Truly Madly Deeply from this author and I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. I love the banter, I love the characters, how easy it was to read. So this is also a Christmas book, even though it's not throwing it in your face that it's a Christmas book, but it takes place in the holiday season. So I'm really excited about this one, and it's again a fake dating one. We have our two female main characters and this go on a date that was arranged by someone else for them, let's say. It doesn't end up going that well. They decide to essentially lie and say that the date went great. So they enter this fake dating arrangement. Again, I love fake dating and I don't think that I have read it for a sapphic romance in the past. I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't read a fake dating sapphic romance. So I'm really excited to pick this one up. The next book that I have is Sin Bin by Chelsea Curto. This is a very new release and it's the 5th book in the DC Star series. I have loved the series. It's so good. The books are a bit chunky, I will say, which is not my favorite. I feel like for the most part you could always kind of cut 50 pages, but I still love them. I love the writing, I love the characters, I love the little family that they have. And the last book, which was Hat Trick, was a 5-star read for me. So I'm excited about this one because again, it has tropes that I really love. It's an age-gap romance. We have kind of like a failed one-night stand sort of situation. It's also kind of like forbidden because this is about a hockey team, right? And their coach ends up having a one-night stand with one of the players' sister, and that sounds really good. And I'm pretty sure that the female main character is sort of like a smartass, and I really like that. So I'm really excited about this one. I feel like Chelsea Curto has not done me dirty with any of the books in this series, so I'm thinking that this is also going to be a really good one. And it was also supposed to be released in November, but then they changed it and they made it December. So I was really looking forward to it. I think that it was supposed to be released in November 7th, November 10th, something like that. And I was so excited about it. I went to see if it was released and then I was like, oh, it's December 4th now. So I'm really excited to actually finally read it. Then another sapphic romance, because I'm apparently on a roll, is Love Pact by Emily Silver. This is the first book in the Toronto Rosebud series. This is another sort of forbidden romance because we have this women's hockey team and then we have the new coach of this team. Let's say that the new coach's ex is one of the players in the team. So it's a second chance romance and it sounds really messy and I'm really excited about it. I love a bit of forced proximity and it's also a bit on the shorter side. It's like 264 pages, which we love to see it. So I'm also really excited about that one. And then we have a very popular holiday book this year, which is Good Spirits by B.K. Borison. I have heard incredible things about this book. This is sort of magical realism, so I'm really excited about that. Essentially, we have a female main character and I don't know if she's just grumpy and it's like she's sort of like a Scrooge character, but she has this ghost of Christmas come and help her be more nice, something like that, and it's the romance between them. So I'm curious about it. I haven't read anything by B.K. Borison and actually I'm just now realizing that I have 2 books from this author in my winter TBR. I don't really think about that. I try to not put 2 books from the same author in a TBR, especially if it's an author that I have never read before, because what if I don't like the first one? I'm not gonna read the second one. But anyways, I'm really excited about this one. I'm thinking that I'm gonna like it because even the average rating is really high and I have heard incredible things about this book. And since we're talking about B.K. Borison, I also have Love Light Farms on my TBR for the season. This is the first book in the series and it's supposed to be like 1 book for every single season, and obviously this is the winter one and it focuses on Christmas. This is a best friends lovers. It's a fake dating situation and they end up fake dating in order to be able to compete in this competition. I have heard pretty good things about this book. I didn't see that many people talking about it last Christmas. We'll see how I will feel about it, and obviously if I like this one I can read the other books. So yeah, we have 2 B.K. Borison books. I didn't really think that through, but hopefully I'm gonna like both of them. Okay, we have 3 books left and let's talk about the last sapphic book that I have on my winter TBR, and that is Staging Love by Lynette McCornern. And again, it's a very short book. I tried try to put shorter books, especially like Christmas books. I tried to choose the ones that were a bit shorter because I didn't want to put like a 500-page book. I feel that would be literally impossible. And this is another fake dating. I feel like I put so many fake dating books, but that's also my favorite trope, so that's okay. We have a female main character and she ends up hiring an actress to play her fake girlfriend because she wants to secure this inheritance. I haven't heard anyone talking about this book. It has pretty good average rating, so I'm curious to see how I will feel about it. I haven't heard this author in general. I was just looking at Christmas books and I found it and I was like, oh, that sounds good. And she also has a lot of other sapphic romances in general, so I'm excited. If I like this one, I'm gonna pick up another one too. Then we have Any Trope by You by Victoria Levine. So our female main character is an author, a romance author, and she gets cancelled for not actually believing in happily ever after. So she flees and she goes to this Alaska vacation in order to write a murder mystery, and there she runs into this guy that is just there to take care of his father and he really doesn't want to be there, and obviously she starts to sort of see how a happily ever after could be possible. So I'm really excited about this one. Again, I haven't heard that many things about it. I'm excited that I have a book about an author, a book that has to do with books. I always love having something like that on my TBR and also reading something like that, so I'm excited about this one. The last book is not a Christmas book and not a winter book at all. It's gonna be released January 27th, so it's gonna be released in the winter season, so that's why it's in this TBR, because I am dying to pick it up, and that is Sunk in Love. This is a marriage in turmoil, a second chance marriage situation. We have our two main characters and they were married, but they decide that, you know what, it's over, we're getting a divorce, that's fine. But they have this cruise, this family cruise, and they don't really want to tell the family yet. They're like, okay, let's just give them a chance to enjoy the cruise without thinking about the fact that we are getting a divorce. So they decide to fake being happy and in love still, but they start to kind of see each other with different eyes, you know, start to kind of understand how they fell in love in the past, and it sounds so good. I always love reading about marriage in turmoil because I think that we as a society maybe, or people that daydream and they are dreamers, we like to think if you find a person that you want to marry, that's sunshine and rainbows afterwards, and that's not the case. Even though I know it, sometimes I romanticize it so much that I forget about that. But obviously, even if you do get married, there's still issues, and I love seeing the couples trying to figure it out. And I don't see many authors writing, and I don't see that many authors writing about this trope. So if you actually have any recommendations that are marriage in turmoil, I would love to read them. I have actually read two books. I have read a Tessa Bailey book, which is called Love Her or Lose Her, I think. I didn't love that. And I have also read a Megan Queen book, which I really enjoyed, and it was, I think it was called Untying the Knot, something like that. I really enjoyed that book, and I don't think that I've read another one, which is insane to me because I think it's such a good trope. It's the only sort of second chance romance that I can get behind. I'm not a huge fan of a regular second chance romance because in my opinion, if you broke up once, there's usually a really good reason about it. At least how it's written by most authors, there's usually a really good reason why you broke up, or the final reveal where they're trying to make you understand why they broke up is such a weird and icky sort of reason. For example, Love and Other Words, I'm talking about you, fully ruins the whole book. I know that I said that that's the last book, but I did in fact forget about one, and that is Meet Your Match by Candice Steiner. Fully forgot about it. I didn't write it on my list because it was kind of like a last minute addition. This is an ice hockey romance again, and she's a journalist and he's, I think, grumpy. Yeah, they are rivals lovers, and that's all I need to know. I love Candice Steiner's Red Zone Rival series. I really enjoyed the writing in those books. Blindside, the second book, phenomenal, and I also really liked the fourth one, but the second one was incredible. So I really want to read more of her books because I do actually really like the writing and I find them really easy to read and binge, and this is also kind of like on the shorter side. So I'm really excited about this one. I've had it for quite a while, and this is the first book in a 4-book series. So this is also on my winter TBR. Fully forgot about it. And yeah, those are the books that I have on my winter TBR. I'm excited it that I put 6 books from my physical TBR. I'm really happy about that. Hopefully I'm gonna get through all of them. I haven't been doing great with reading physical books, so hopefully this season that's gonna change. But yeah, that brings us to the end of this video. Those are the 18 books that I want to read this season. I hope that you liked it. Let me know the books that you're excited about, and also let me know the new releases that you're excited about. I feel like there's so many books coming out in January and February, and I'm so excited about that. But yeah, that's all I had to say. I hope that you liked this video, and I hope that I'll see you in my next one. Bye!
You give me butterflies when you smile, and it feels so good.